right, so we'll get started. I want to welcome everyone. This is our first Friday Night Live of the year, and it's lovely to be together. And one thing that I'm really excited for is that for our first Friday Night Live, we are going to be led by our youngest members who are in attendance tonight. I wanted to talk in the beginning, before we get started, a little bit about what is Kabbalat Shabbat? What is this service that we're about to do? So, originally, all you had to do was a couple of really brief prayers, and you were ready to enter Shabbat. It was the same as any other night. And pretty early on, Jews felt like, well, that doesn't feel right. Shabbat is supposed to be special. How do we make it special? And so they would put on all their best clothes, and they would go out to the hills, and they would watch the sunset, and then they would start singing and dancing. And when they felt really, really excited and they felt like, oh, it's a party, they'd feel like, oh, we're ready to welcome Shabbat in, like Shabbat is a welcome guest at our wonderful party, and spend the whole day, the whole next day with Shabbat. And then say goodbye to Shabbat and let Shabbat go with a nice closing ceremony, a Havdalah, where we'll again have candles and juice and all good things. So we start out our Shabbat service the same way we start any Jewish holiday, with lighting candles. And when I light the candles, I like to hold in my heart all of the people that I love and send some love and blessing to them. So you may want to do that, and then we'll get more of a chance to bless each other and ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. So, and now, this is the part of our service where we bless each other and ourselves. So those of you who are with your loved ones, either here in the sanctuary or online, you can put your arms around each other. If your loved ones are further away, you can hold them in your hearts. And you can also put a hand on your own heart to bless yourself. So the blessing we're going to say is, be who you are, and may you be blessed in all that you are. May you be healthy, may you be safe, and live with ease. Amen. So with that, I'm going to ask Mora Anna's class to come up and get us started. And because this is our very first Friday Night Live of the year, we're going to start with Shehechianu, the prayer that we say for new things and things that we've been looking forward to for a long time. So, and I think we can get a couple of kids each at each of these 3 microphones, and that will help you be heard better. Yeah?
What should I say?
Say the Shehechianu, you remember? Do you remember?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'himanu
Amen. Okay, and next you're going to sing for us Bim Bam, yeah? Ready?
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey.
Wonderful. And if I can ask you to sing one more song about what do you like about Shabbat?
What do you like about Shabbat? What do you like about Shabbat? We like the candle, means what we like about Shabbat. What do we like about Shabbat? What do we like about Shabbat? We like the grape juice and we like the candle. That's what we like about Shabbat. What do we like about Shabbat? What do we like about Shabbat? We like the challah and we like the grape juice and we like the candles and that's what we like about Shabbat.
Wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful job, all of you. So, at this point, we're going to open up our Sidurim, and we are going to turn to page 5 for Shalom Aleichem. And I'm going to ask Audrey and Lila and Abigail to come up and help lead us on page 5. I think you can each choose one. Ready? Go.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Bohem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Seitzem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And actually, I am going, you can sit down now. We'll call you back up soon. So I am actually going to ask Noah Beit-Aharon to come up and lead us on page 11 in Lechuna Ranana. This is the song where we're going to sing to God, and it's this idea of going out to the hills and having this celebration that we talked about earlier. So page 11.
if I may, I will lead it in the new tune that the girls in my class have taught me.
Wonderful.
לכו נרננה נרננה לאדוני נריע נריע לצור ישענו לכו נרננה נרננה לאדוני נריע נריע לצור ישענו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נריע לו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נריע לו, לכו נרננה נרננה לאדוני נריע נריע לצור ישענו, לכו נרננה נרננה לאדוני נריע נריע לצור ישענו.
Wonderful, thank you. We're so grateful that Noah has been teaching our kids all of this year and has been doing a beautiful job of it.
Thank you.
So we turn now to page 14. This is the end of a prayer about singing a new song to God and just getting all excited about how when we get enthusiastic about things, everything seems new. We see things from new angles. So we're going to sing Yismechu Hashamayim. The heavens will be glad, and even the earth will be happy. And Simon is going to lead us. Excellent. Good job.
يسمعه الشمايم هالشمايم يسمعه الشمايم هالشمايم يسمعه الشمايم بتوجه هارتس يرم هيم يرم هيم يرم هيم أملو يرم هيم يرم هيم يرم هيم أملو يسمعه الشمايم هالشمايم يسمعه الشمايم هالشمايم يسمعه الشمايم بتوجه هارتس.
Beautiful. Thank you. And we just went from that idea of going out to the hills and getting all excited, and now we turn to page 20 for Romamu. This idea that we go and exalt God on God's holy mountain, out in the hills, because God is holy. So Romamu, I'm going to ask Audrey and Abigail and Marley, are you here? To come up and lead us. Okay. Excellent. At the caret, at the 3 lines from the bottom of page 20.
Romamu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishachavu Lehar Kosho. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishachavu Lehar Kosho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishachavu Lechar Kosho. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishachavu Lechar Kosho.
Thank you. So Audrey, I'm going to have you stay, go down, and Abigail, you're going to stay. Whoop. Come back, come back. So we are going to sing Lechado Di which is the song where we are actually welcoming the Shabbos bride.
Is that Ahmed?
Good question. What page are we on? 23.
Oh, 20.
And we're going to do the first two stanzas on that, and then we're going to move to page 25.
Is
the
no
first
one
two
helping me?
Do you want to phone a friend? Do you want to call someone up to help you?
I don't know if I thought someone was with me on Lachadodi, but I'm surprised because
It's okay. I'll be up here to help as well. So we're going to do the first two. Yeah, we're going to do the...
I'd like it if a friend was called in.
Okay.
Any friend, any friend.
Does any friend want to help with Lachado D?
Thanks,
Lila,
Lila.
looks like you're eager to help. Wonderful. Anyone else? Okay. Excellent. Audrey, come on. Yeah.
Okay. If anyone wants to
Fabulous.
help, you can come up. Unless there are no more microphones.
Okay, so we're going to do the first two on page 23, and then we're going to turn to 25 and do the last two on that. And when we come to the very last paragraph, we are all going to stand up and face the door because the Shabbos bride is going to come in and we're going to say hi. Ready?
Lachadodi, Lachakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. Lachadodi, Lachakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. Shamor v'zahor, b'gibor echad, Hishmi'anu el ha'echad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, L'shem l'chadodi, l'krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. L'chadodi, l'krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. Likrat Shabbat, lechuven elcha, ki hikor ha'bracha, ne'rosh min yedem lesuka, sofin l'chadodi, l'krat kala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. L'chadodi, l'krat kala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala.
And we turn to 25.
I turned to 25 early
Oh, excellent. You're
for the
prepared.
Lachadodi.
Small
Tefrotzi, V'Adonai Teritzi, Al Yodishvi Shvatzi, L'Chadodi, l'Krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. L'Chadodi, l'Krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala.
Please rise as we greet the Shabbos bride.
Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam B'Sirah, B'Tzohar, Tokenei, Am Segula, Bo'ikala, la 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 la, L'Chadodi, l'Krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. L'Chadodi, l'Krakala, Panay Panay Shabbat Nikabala. Panay Shabbat Nikabala. Panay Shabbat Nikabala.
Beautiful job. Yasher kochachem to each of you. Thank you. Sadiqa Tamar, I'm going to ask Lila to come back up on page 28. Sadiqa Tamar is telling us that good people are like palm trees that flourish in God's house, in the courtyard of God's house. And so we ask that God help us flourish and be the best that we can be. Page 28 at the carrot.
Da 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 woohoo. Da 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 woohoo. Tzadik katamar yifcha yifcha. Tzadik katamar yifcha. Tzadik katamar yifcha yifcha. Tzadik katamar yifcha. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Yizkeh. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Ke'eretz ba'ovanon yizkeh. Yizkeh. Da 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 woohoo. Da 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 woohoo.
Beautiful job. Thank you. Yasher koach. Or yasher kochek, rather. Yes, you do go down. So normally on a Friday night, I would give a boring, long sermon. So tonight instead, I am going to tell a very short story. So a long time ago, and a very far, far distance away, there was a man named Joe who really, really loved Shabbat. The whole week long, he would start preparing for Shabbat. He would say, oh, those are such nice flowers. They're going to be perfect for my Shabbos table. I'm going to make a note of where they are, and I'm going to pick them just for Shabbat. Oh, that's such a yummy dessert. I am going to save that for Shabbat. Ooh, wait, that's an even better dessert. I'll have this dessert now, and I'll save that one for Shabbat. So, in the same town, there was a very mean bully, Baron Snooty. And Baron Snooty decided that he was going to give Joe a hard time. He knew how much Joe loved Shabbat. And Baron Snooty was in the marketplace one day on Friday afternoon, and he saw that Joe wanted to buy a really beautiful fish to cook up for Shabbat. And he said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bargain and make Joe pay way more than he can afford to show him how silly it is to think Shabbat is important. And so Joe said, I'll give you 5 silver coins for this fish. And the bully, Baron Snooty, said, no, I will give you 25 silver coins for the fish. And Joe said, I'll pay you a gold coin. No, I'll pay you 5 gold coins for this fish. And on it went, and finally Joe was stuck taking every last dime out of his pocket in order to pay for this fish. But it felt like, if I don't get this fish, I'm going to know that I didn't have the most yummy, delicious thing, and I'm going to feel bad on Shabbos. I don't want to feel bad. So he paid the money to Shuli, the fisherwoman, and Shuli was very excited because this meant she was getting a lot of money and she got to have a really good Shabbat of her own. And Joe went home and he cooked up the fish and he sat down to eat it, and when he opened the fish up, there was a pearl inside. And that pearl was worth more than he had paid for the fish. It was worth more than he had ever seen in his life. And so he not only got to enjoy that Shabbat, he got to enjoy every Shabbat. So that is a story, and we've been singing all of these beautiful songs to get us excited for the coming of Shabbat, and then we welcome Shabbat in, and now we're ready to go deeper. And so we're going to start off a part of our service where we come together as a community called the Baruchu. And I'm going to ask Caleb and Marcus to come up and lead us. And I'm going to ask you all to please rise. And you can find the Baruchu on page 39. 39. both need to turn around, and I know that that's tricky. We're going to take this out, and the two of you are going to hold it together and face the ark. Oh, you've got an extra plan. Great. You want this? You can just point it towards your face. Okay, ready?
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Thank you both. And I'm going to ask Caleb and Marcus to stay up here, and I'm going to welcome Audrey up as well. You may be seated. Okay, and the three of you are going to lead us on page 41. You're going to lead us in the Shema, and we're all going to say it together. Ready?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher nanochim mizvecha hayom al levavecha v'shminitam levanecha v'divarta bam B'shivita b'beitecha uv'lechatecha b'derech u'shachefecha u'bregecha u'kshamaytam liot alevadecha v'hayu l'tetofot b'eineinecha u'tatan al-mezotetecha u'sizerecha.
Beautiful job. Thank you all. So, and page 45, I'm going to do a very brief prayer called Hashkivenu, which is just asking God to give us peace in the night so that we can rest and wake up fully restored. Because that's what Shabbat is supposed to be. It's a chance to be restored and feel safe and totally refreshed and our best selves. So page 45, and I'm going to do the first three and the last three lines on the page. And if you know the tune, please sing along. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. And then at the bottom, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom aleinu v'kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. And we turn the page to page 46, and I am going to ask Caleb and Lila to help us with Vishamru. Page 46.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dortam b'ri'olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dortam b'ri'olam. B'nei Uvein, B'nei Yisrael, B'tiv Li'olam, B'tiv Li'olam. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dortam b'ri'olam. Ki Shemim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברי עולם. וביום השמיני שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברי עולם.
Beautiful job, both of you. So, and Vishamru is this beautiful proof text of why we celebrate Shabbat. Why do we celebrate Shabbat? It is a gift and a contract between us and God. That just like God worked for 6 days creating the world and then rested, we too, we work for 6 days and then we rest. We rest. And there's actually a story that's told that the first Shabbos after the creation of the world, God created humans, and then the humans lived for 6 days, and on the 7th day God said, you know what? I made light the first time around. It's your turn to make light. Go light the Shabbos candles. So, continuing on page 46, I'm just going to do a quick Chatzi Kaddish, literally a half Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadal shemei rabbav, Amadi rach v'rutev yamlich malchutei, b'chai yechonu yom echon, u'chaye v'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, u'bizman kariv, v'imeru, amen. Yehi shmei rabbav mevorach, le'olam, le'ol, le'omaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, yifa'ar, v'yipronam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei v'kedusha, rechu, le'elam, im kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma, v'yineru, amen. So at this point, if you turn the page to page 47, there is the Friday night Amidah. If it is your practice and you want to pray a quiet prayer just privately in your hearts, you can do that. If you just want to read the poetry on the side, or you just want to be alone with your own thoughts, that is okay too. And we will come back together with Shalom Rav and then the reader's repetition of the Amidah. wonderful when we all join in together. Okay, so we are going to do the reader's repetition of the Amidah on page 53. If you're able to, please rise, and I'm going to ask you to keep standing until we get to the third paragraph, Magen Avot. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevaam vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melato asher asa vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melato asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vaykadesh oto ki bo sharach mikol melato asher bara Elohim laso Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Koneh Shamayim v'Haaretz. May be seated. Magen Avot Bidbaro Mechaye Metim B'Mamaro Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu Hameniach L'Amo B'Yom Shabbat Kadsho Kivam Ratza L'Aniach Lahem Kivam Ratza L'Aniach Lahem Levanav Navo V'Yerav V'Pachad V'Nodeh Lishmo V'Chol Yom Tamid Me'on Avraham Ela Hodao Adon Shalom Mikadesh HaShabbat Yivarech Shadi Umeniach Mikdusha Lamidu Shnei Onei Zecher Lemase Bereshit Eloheinu V'Elohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Ritzei B'Mnuchatenu Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'tein chelkeinu b'toratecha, zabeinu b'tuvecha, v'samcheinu b'shuatecha, v'taher liveinu, li'avdecha b'emet, v'hanfileinu, Adonai Eloheinu, v'yahava Shabbat Kadshecha V'yanuchu v'Yisrael Mekashe Shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. So now, because we finished the Amidah and we're going into a new part of our service, we do Kaddish Shalem, the full Kaddish. Yigadal v'yikadash shemei Rabba Ve'alma divrach dirutei V'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon v'yamechon V'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael V'adalav v'zman kariv v'yimeru Amen Yehei shmei Rabba v'vorach Le'olam le'olam le'amaya Yitbarach Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yiproman v'yitnaseh V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudashah v'rivu Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbachata v'nechemata Damiram be'alma v'yimeru Amen Tikavets loton avaton V'chol Yisrael kadam uvuhon V'yishmaya v'yimeru Amen Yehei shlam araba min shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru Amen Oseh shalom b'mromav U'yaseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael V'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru Amen. So because we are live and we are going to be having yummy snacks later, we are going to wait to do Kiddush and Motzi until we are by all of the food that we are eating. For those of you at home, I apologize, and I hope that you enjoy Kiddush and Motzi at your Shabbos meals. So we're going to turn to 56 to say the Aleinu, and after that we'll do the Mourner's Kaddish and announcements, and then a couple of last songs, and then we will say goodnight and have yummy treats and go on with our Shabbos. So please rise if you're able, page 56. responsibility to make the kind of world that we want to live in. So that's the hope that I hold in my heart as I say this. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tehidu la le'otzer b'reshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol amonam, v'anachnu morim, u'shkach modim, l'fnei melech malchei haolamim, hakadosh baruch hu, she'emunot hashamayim ve'yotzei haaretz, Moshe v'karo b'shamayim imav, u'shchinatu zo, v'gavei Elohim, hu Eloheinu Eino, emet Malkeinu efesato, kakatu v'torato, yadatayom ve'ashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim imav, v'al haaretz mitachat eino. And at the bottom of the next page of the parent, Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'nemar v'haya Adonai v'melech al kol haaretz, vayom hahu ki Adonai echad, You may be seated. So I noticed that some of our younger members are playing on the bima, and I think this is wonderful. I love that the shul is your play space. There is a famous saying, yes, I see, you've got your name on a star. There is a saying, the world exists because of the breath of school children. And tonight is very much about that. So, we take a moment for just a sad pause for saying the mourner's Kaddish for those who need it. So this week in our community, we are remembering the yard sites of Irene Fleischer, Louis Bloom, Alan Hochberg, Harold Levine, Benjamin Wysharski, Maya Brown, Abram Green, Barnett Mason, Marion Perlstein, Marion Aaron, Hyman Goldstein, Irving Goodman, Harvey Levine, Irene Sandler, Daisy Barron, Daniel Goligly, Rose Green, and Robert Schuster. Are there any other names we should include? And of course, we are holding in our hearts all those who have been killed in the war. May they find peace, and may there be peace. Mourners and others observing the yard site, please rise. The mourner's Kaddish is on page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlik malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'chayei b'chol Beit Yisrael, v'adala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rav u'vorach le'olam u'me'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yikromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei k'dusha riku. Le'ela b'kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran yama v'yimru amen. Yehei shmam harabanim shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Janice Halpern has our announcements.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom, Yasher Koach to our teachers, and especially to our students, to you. You are learning so much, and you're showing it off leading tonight's service. Very impressive, and we thank you for it. Coming up this week, tomorrow, religious school is at 9:30 in the morning. Unfortunately, our soul stroll is canceled because of the forecast, so we'll be here at 10 for regular Shabbat morning services. Monday, November 20th, a novel group, B'nai Tikva's book club, discusses The Matchmaker's Gift by Linda Cohen-Leugman. Religious school is this coming Tuesday at 3:45, but it's a short week. The office closes at noon on Wednesday and reopens the following Tuesday at 9 a.m. And a few staff, including Rabbi Feld, will be away for the Thanksgiving holidays. I would like to, I want to remind folks that blue ribbons in honor of it standing with Israel are in the basket in the foyer. Please feel free to take. And this is also a special week. I'd like to recognize two very special people. Yesterday was Mrs. Langmead's birthday, and Tuesday is Rabbi Feld's birthday. So kids, can you help us wish them happy birthdays in Hebrew? Do you know the song? Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to you both. May they be long and healthy and joyous. We also remember and pray for the health and freedom of 22-year-old Elon Ohel Ben Idit. Am Yisrael Chai. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom and a healthy and delicious Thanksgiving.
Amen. Thank you. So we have two last songs. In the last couple of weeks, we have been teaching our kids Hatikva, and Caleb is going to help us lead this. And if you are able, please rise, and we're going to focus on the Israeli flag. Page 448 at the bottom.
Kol balev penima nefesh yehudi haumiyad ufa'ei mizrach kadmaima ayin lisuyam sufiyah. Oh, love, tikvatenu, hat tikvat bechem azem, reidam hazlohi, be'arsenu, eretz Shion, Yerushalayim. We go to the Hoti, Reinu, Eretz Siyam, Yerushalayim.
Thank you. You may be seated, except for our youngest members, who I'm going to invite everybody up. Everybody who wants to help lead in a Adon Olam, which you can find on page 211. 211.
Not right.
Okay. Tell me when you are all ready. Ready? Let's point that down. Good job. Yeah, you know how to handle a microphone.
Don't tap it. Don't tap it.
I'm just trying to get it down.
All right, ready?
Tap it.
3, 2, 1.
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malah,
Asher Malah,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yitzir Mira, V'Eit Nasah,
V'Eit Nasah,
V'Etzer Kol, Azan Alesh Shelo Nikra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Asher Malah, Asher Malah, B'Terem Kol, Yitzir Mira, V'Eit Nasah,
V'Eit Nasah,
V'Etzer Kol, Azan Alesh Shelo Nikra Adon Olam.
Down, down, try again.
Just sing 2 words.
Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malah,
Asher Malah,
B'Terem Kol, Yitzir Mira, V'Eit Nasah, V'Etzer Kol, Azan Alesh Shelo Nikra Adon Olam, V'Hu Eli, V'Hai Goli, Adon Olam, V'Hu Nisi, V'Hai Nosli, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malah,
Asher Malah,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yitzir Mira, V'Eit Nasah,
V'Eit Nasah,
V'Etzer Kol, Azan Alesh Shelo Nikra Adon Olam, V'Yaldo, Avashiyuchi, Adon Olam, V'Yiruchi, V'Yatsi, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malah, B'Terem Kol, Yitzir Mira, V'Eit Nasah, V'Etzer Kol, Azan Alesh Shelo Nikra Adon Olam.
Beautiful job, Yasher Kochek, Yasher Koach, to each and every one of you. And Shabbos God is joining us online. And those of us who are here will have yummy desserts. Shabbat Shalom.